everyone, this is Teacher Marian. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe, and don't forget mine.
Good day, students! In our subject, Mathematics of Investment, we are already done discussing simple interest. A little recap of that. Simple interest, or I, is equal to principal amount times rate times time. Speaking of time, we are not sure on what exactly is right to use. Is it 360 or 365 if the given time is in number of days? Now in this lesson, exact interest and ordinary interest, you will be able to know when and to know how to compute for the exact time. When the time or t is given in days, as previously illustrated, there are two different ways of converting time in terms of years, and this will result to two different methods of computing for the interest. The first one is the ordinary interest. Since it's just ordinary, we have here IO is equal to the principal amount times the rate and times the time. Since the time given is not in years, so we have here days over 360. And the second one is the exact interest. From the word exact, the number of days in 1 year is equal to 365. Thus, the denominator must be 365 days. We have here an example. Suppose we are to find the ordinary interest and exact interest at 9% on 15,000 pesos for 45 days. In solving problems involving mathematics, first and foremost, the first step that you are going to do is to determine or distinguish what are the given. The given here is 9% or 0.09, which is the rate. 15,000 pesos, which is our principal amount, and 45 days is not yet the time, since time is the length of time in a year. So we have to convert this time into years. So we have in ordinary interest, the time is equal to 45 over 360 days. And in exact interest, our time is equal to 45 over 365 days. Now, we are going to solve for the IO and the IE. So here's the solution. We have the formula IO is equal to PR times the time. By substitution, we will have 15,000 pesos times 0.09 times 45 over 360. So we have IO, which is equal to 168.75 pesos. How about the exact interest? Okay, so by substitution, we have 15,000 pesos times 0.09 times the time, which is 45 over 365 days. So we have our exact interest is equal to 166.44 pesos. How about when the time T is given between two dates? Do not worry, there are two different methods of computing for the time. First one is the exact or actual time, and the second one is the approximate time. This is the actual number of days between two dates. The general rule is to exclude the first day and include the last day in counting the exact number of days. While on the other hand, the approximate time is the method wherein we consider that there were 30 days in each month or 360 days in 1 year. Suppose we have an example. In order for me to show you how to solve the exact and approximate time. So we have to find the exact and approximate time between the following two given dates. From March 12 to September 20, 1993. And the second one is from August 6, 1990 to October 5, 1991. So exact or actual time can be solved through two methods. It can be by counting or by using the table 1. So by counting, you have to list down the number of months and the number of days. So from March 12 to 31, there are 19 days. April, 30 days. May, 31 days. June, 30 days. July, 31 days. August, 31 days. And September is 30 days. No. So since it is just from March 12 to September 20, in the month of September, there are only 20 days. So when we add all this number of days, we will get 192 days. By using the table 1, the first step is to list down the higher order of month in a year. So from January 1 to September 20, there are 263 days. And since January, February to March 11 is not included, hence we have to subtract the 71 days from that. So we have 263 minus 71 days is equal to 192 days, and similar to the counting method. So in approximate time, similar to by using table 1 in solving the exact time, we have to list down the higher order of the month in a year. So that is September 20, 1993, and then followed by March 12, 1993. So we have to subtract it from day to month to years. So we have days, 20 minus 12, that is 8 days. In month, September minus March, we have 6 months. And in year, 1993 minus 1993, that is 0 year. So we have 6 times. Do not forget the rule that in a month, there are 30 days. So that is 6 times 30 days plus 8 days, and that is 188 days. Well, in our second example, we are to solve for the exact or actual time. So by counting method, we have from August 6, 1990 to August 6, 1991. There is exactly 1 year in that. So, since it's exact time, the exact number of days is 365 days. And we're not yet done because there's that month from August, that is September to October. So we have to add all those days. And we have here August 6 to 31, there are still 25 days. In September, there are 30 days, and in October, there are 31 days. But we don't list all those 31 days since we have to solve or to find the exact time from August 6 to October 5 only. So we have 5 days here. So we have 25 plus 30 plus 5, we have 60 days all in all, plus the year here, 365 plus 60 days, we have 425 days. Let's see if our solution in counting method is similar to by using table. By using table 1, from August 6, 1990 to August 6, 1991, that is exactly 1 year. So there are 365 days. After that, we still have the other days. So the rule here is to write first the higher order of a month in a year. So that is October 5. So from January to October 5, there are 278 days. And from January 1 to August 6, there are 218 days. So the number of days between August 6 to October 5 is 60 days. We have 278 minus 218, that is 60 days. So we have to add the year here, 365 plus 60 days is 425 days. So our solution was correct. Now we are to solve for the approximate time. Here, we have to list down the day, the month, and the year. So we have here October 5, 1991 and August 6, 1990. So we have to subtract from day to month to year. So we have 5 days minus 6 days is not allowed. So we have to borrow 1 month here. And 1 month is equal to 30 days. So we have 30 days plus 5 days, 35 days minus 6 days is equal to 29 days. And since this one is already borrowed, this becomes 9 months. So 9 minus 8 is equal to 1 month. And then 1991 minus 1990 is 1. So we have 1 year, that is 360 days, right? 1 month is 30 days. And the remaining days is 29. So when we add 360 plus 30 plus 29, that is 419 days. Considering exact and approximate time in computing for the simple interest when time is given between 2 dates, 4 methods of computing interest arise. Computing in ordinary interest using exact time, computing ordinary interest using approximate time, computing exact interest using exact time, and lastly, computing exact interest using approximate time. Among the 4 methods mentioned above, the most commonly used method is known as the banker's rule, which is the method A. If the problem is silent on which method to use, always use the banker's rule. Suppose we have an example here. If 4,000 pesos is invested at 8% from August 6, 1990 to October 5, 1991, we have to compute for the following: the IO using exact time, IO using approximate time, IE using exact time, and IE using approximate time. Students, please pause and analyze the solution I have given you.
That's all for today. I hope you learned something.
And comment down below